What's up, everybody? It's Los, aka Ville from Ville Used Kicks, and I got a pretty cool package, man, that I'm gonna show y'all. So we got a video coming today. I'm gonna bust this open, and depending on what's in here, we're gonna make some content. So y'all follow me over to the car. We're gonna check this out. So what we have here is a UV light. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Got my vegetation and bloom lights, 1,000 watts, ready to go. Now we're gonna plug this back in the box, but check this out. So now that I showed you what it looks like, I'm gonna explain to you what it is. This is a 1,000 watt UV grow light. This light is gonna be used to deoxidize soles. Now we're gonna take a trip to Walmart, or we're gonna buy all the supplies that we need to create our own indoor grow light for $100 or less. So now you know exactly what this video is going to be about. How to create your own indoor icebox for $100 or less. So now that you know what it's about, let's go. So as y'all see, we at Wally World now. We got the light, so it's time to get off in here and get the rest of these supplies. So I'm gonna slap my Rovit mask on. Let's go do this. The door is not fucking open, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll get our foil and our saran wrap, because that's on the side where the groceries and stuff is. That's gonna be the first thing we grab. So y'all follow me on over. Going to get cling wrap. Get the price, $3. Alright. Now where's the foil? Foil. So now that we got these items, we're gonna head over and get our spray adhesive.
Yo. Disclaimer, Ville Used Kicks is not a good cart driver. Those words are sincerely from Kickstarter 910.
I can drive a car, bro, okay? Boom. So this is what we're looking for. We're going to go with, sheesh, they don't have any of the cheap stuff. What the freak are we gonna do now? It's okay, we got a few bucks to spare. We're gonna go with this spray adhesive. $9.93, $10. Now make sure y'all getting all these prices, okay? We still gonna keep y'all under $100. Jeez, they're trying to drive money, bro.
Okay.
Alright, so next up on the list we have, let's go get the XACTO knife and Sharpie marker. So boom, we can get the $3.67, $4, XACTO knife. Sharpie marker. $2. to the bin. So let's go get the bin. Gotta set up the bin with the Icebox. Boom. Clear bin. Cap to max. $5. Make sure it's the right cap. Yes, sir. Alright, so check me out. Everything that we need on the list from Walmart. Now that we have our light, we got our bin, our cling wrap, our foil, our Sharpie, our spray adhesive, and our XACTO knife. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick breakdown on why we need these specific materials. So the first thing you need is your bin, because that's what you're gonna be icing inside of. The next thing you need is your foil. You're gonna line the inside of your bin with your foil. Now how you're gonna do that is, you're gonna use your spray adhesive, spray the inside of the bin, and line it with the foil, with the reflective side up. That way you get the most reflection inside your box possible. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna cut a hole that is slightly smaller than the size of your icebox out of the top of your icebox using the XACTO knife that you just purchased. And you're gonna trace your box. The way you're gonna make sure that you know that your box, the hole in your box, is slightly smaller than the top of your box, is you're gonna trace your box with your Sharpie. So now that we've explained why you're gonna use all these products, we're gonna go purchase them. I didn't explain why we're gonna use this yet, because I'm gonna explain this to the next store we're gonna go to. We're gonna go purchase these products. We're gonna get out of here. Let's go. All right, come check out our total. 3406. All right, so now that we got our supplies and we out of, now that we got our supplies and we out of Walmart, we're gonna get our last thing, which is some sauce. So we're gonna head on over to the beauty supply store, because as y'all can see, I'm completely out of my supply of beauty. So let's go. Yo, so what's up everybody? It's Los, aka Ville from Ville Used Kicks, and I'm here with my boy Kickstarter. This is Chris, aka Kickstarter, just so y'all know who's behind the camera. So the reason I'm jumping on to say is that yesterday we didn't get to the beauty supply store. It was actually closed. So we're gonna shoot over there today. I'm gonna let him mount up on the rig and we'll get the rest of this video started. So let's go. So now that we are here at the beauty supply store, grab my Rovit mask. We're gonna run in here and get some sauce. And I'm gonna let y'all get a little visual on your boy. It don't matter, man. You just gonna be ugly today.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's Kickstarter. We here to get some sauce today and possibly a toothbrush.
They ain't got no toothbrushes here, dude.
Oh, they ain't got no toothbrush?
Nah, they ain't got no toothbrushes.
We're gonna get some 40 volume cream so we can put on the shoes. So show y'all the deoxidization process.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So let's get in here. The labidation. Say again? Oh, okay. So they said we wasn't allowed to record in there, but I'm a slime ball. I do what I want to do. That's so bad. Don't follow my lead. But if you want to get something done, you're gonna get it done. You understand? And I need my footage. However, showing what we got, my boy. Showing what we got. So we got it. Fame. 40 cream. What brand do we use, my boy?
Superstar.
It's cheap but effective. And how much did that just run you?
$4.47.
$4.47. I bet.
Very cheap price. Go to the store. 40 volume cream.
All right, let's get to the house so we can run back over these prices and get this box set up, fam. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how y'all doing? We have food line. We're gonna go get this toothbrush so we can apply the 40 volume cream so we can deoxidize these soles today. So you want to find the cheapest one. You don't really have to have an expensive toothbrush. Just looking for one right now. So 99 cents. 99 cents. Right here. $0.99 for a toothbrush. Cheap. Now that we got our toothbrush, head to the house, put this box together. And also, total on this toothbrush altogether was $106. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
On the toothbrushes from the food line.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's Chris from Kickstarter 910. Got our UV Grow Light box. I'm finna show y'all everything we got and where we got it from. Okay, so first off, we got our Sharpie. We got this from Walmart. We have our 40 volume cream, which we picked up from the A1 Beauty Supply store. We have our XACTO knife that we got from Walmart also. We have our Loctite spray adhesive. We have our Reynolds wrap, which is also aluminum foil. We have our cling wrap. We got this also from Walmart. And we also have a toothbrush that we got from Food Lion. And then last but not least, we got the UV Grow Light we ordered off Amazon. I'm gonna show y'all everything.
All right, so boom. This is where the fun happens. This is where the magic happens. So now that we've went through everything that we're gonna need to create the light box, we're gonna show you guys how to actually do this at home by yourselves. So when I tell you it's actually a super simple process, all it takes is a little bit of preparation and a little bit of patience. And next thing you know, you'll have your own indoor grow light so that you can be icing soles no matter what the weather is outside, no matter what the time of day, and maximize your profit. So with that being said, we're gonna start. The first step of the process is to outline the top of your box so that you know where you need to cut to create the hole for your light. Because in theory, what you're gonna do is create a hole on top of this for your light to shine through. So what you wanna do is, you wanna take your light, your top, place your light on top of it, and you wanna open up your Sharpie. So let me get the Sharpie, Chris. And what you're gonna do is just create a line all the way around your box, just so that you know exactly what you're working with, you know. Make sure your line goes all the way down. Just make sure you know exactly where you're at. So then, once you're done with that, remove your light. So this is the size of the box. Now let me tell you something that is very important. You don't want to cut your lines. If you cut your lines, your hole will be the same size as your light, and your light will fall right through the box. What you want to actually do is create a smaller rectangle inside the box so that your light will actually have an edge to sit on top of. And the good thing about the light that we're going to recommend to you, and we're also going to link this below on Amazon, the good thing about using this light specifically is that the size of the lights will actually match the square that you cut out. So once you got your square set up, what you want to do now is you want to take your XACTO knife and bust that open. Make sure you're very careful with the XACTO knife because it's extremely sharp when you get them brand new. I'm gonna bust your XACTO knife open and begin to create your holes. Boom. So punch this middle tab out. And here we have a top with a hole cut out. Good thing about this hole, set it on top of our box. We're good to go. I see it. Appreciate it. We see that our light sits right on top of the box. That's a perfect cut. It's gonna be just fine. So from there, we shouldn't need the XACTO knife anymore. And so your next step, pop the top off one more time. It's actually to begin to line the inside of your box. Now, if you don't line the inside of your box with foil, you're not gonna get the proper reflectiveness, don't judge me. You're not gonna get the proper reflectivity that you need inside of your box. So with that being said, we're gonna line the inside of the box with foil. How we're gonna do that is, we're gonna use spray adhesive to make the inside of the box and the top both sticky. And then we're gonna take our aluminum foil. Something I want you to note with the aluminum foil is that it has a sticky side and it has a shiny side and a non-shiny side. Shiny side, non-shiny side. You want to make sure that the non-shiny side is against the edge of the box so that the shinier side is what's reflecting on the inside of the box. So what I would recommend when you buy your foil, we didn't do it this time. There's a couple things that I didn't do that I should have done that I'm going to mention towards the end of the video. And one of those things, I recommend buying foil sheets instead of buying the actual roll of foil. It'll save you a lot of time as far as cutting and ripping foil in the long run. But we're gonna work with what we got. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do, inside the top, line the inside of the top of the box and the inside of the bin. Let's get started. Back up, bro. And the reason I'm telling Chris to back up is because this stuff is pretty strong. It stinks really bad. As you can see, the foil is sitting right down on the inside of the box, and that adhesive is extremely sticky. So I want to say you should wear gloves, but shoot, you get it on your gloves are going to be sticking to the bin too. So I honestly can't even say that I 110% recommend gloves. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so we're going to continue to apply this foil until we're all the way around. Size line, so now we have the inside of our bin lined up and ready to reflect. All right, so check this out one more time. Y'all see the inside of the bin. Move on to the next step. Boom. So now that we got our bin set up on the inside, from here, quite literally, all that we'll have to do is take our sauce, plastic, toothbrush, get some shoes, plug our light up, and ice some sole. So real quick, before we shut everything down, I want to walk you guys through pricing on the different things that we purchased, how we went slightly over $100, and the couple steps that I told you that I made, the mistakes that I made on as to how I went over $100 and how you guys can avoid them. Because had I followed the plan that I originally wrote to a T, we would have stayed right under $100 as we originally budgeted. We went slightly over this time, but I'm going to explain to you how. What's up, everybody? So it's Ville Kickstarter. Y'all saw us make the box. Now we're back to finish it up by letting you know what we spent, where we spent it at. Now we rounded every dollar amount up to the nearest dollar for tax purposes, so you guys are going to get a true estimate of what you're actually going to spend, tax included. I'm going to link everything below as to either where we got it, or I'm going to drop the link if we got it online so you can get it directly yourself. You're either going to have to go to a store or get it online, but I'm going to provide everything for you. So now that that's done, let's get started. UV light, 1000 watts, we paid $65 for that. We got that on Amazon, link in the description below. So our total right now, $65. For the bin, we paid $5 at Walmart, which brings our total now to $70. For the cling wrap, we paid $3 at Walmart, which brings our total now to $73. Aluminum foil, we paid $4 at Walmart, which brings our total now to $77. For the spray adhesive, we paid $10 at Walmart, which brings our total now to $87. For the XACTO knife, we paid $4 at Walmart, which brings our total now to $91. For the Sharpie, we paid $2 at Walmart, which brings our total to $93. For our toothbrush, we paid $1 at Food Lion, which brings our total to $94. And last but not least, for our Superstar 40 volume cream, we paid $5, which brings us to a total of $99. Now the crazy thing is, we actually thought we went slightly over $100, but it's crazy that once we did the math, we realized that we failed just right up on the mark of reaching below $100. So we spent $99 in total. Now there's something I want to tell you guys. I didn't stick to my plan all the way that I had intentionally, and if I had, we actually would have saved a few more bucks. If you want to just save as many dollars as possible, your cling wrap, which we paid $3 for, your foil, which we paid $4 for, and your Sharpie, which we paid $2 for, you can get all of these items from Dollar Tree for $1 each. Now you're gonna get a smaller quantity, but depending on how many pairs you're trying to ice, you're gonna get enough to do the trick. And one more thing I'd like to recommend, instead of getting the roll of foil, I highly recommend, as I said earlier in the video, that you get foil sheets. It'll make your process a lot simpler. But with that said, now that you know what you need to get, where to get it, and what you're gonna be spending to keep it under $100, we're gonna crank this light on. We're gonna show y'all how this bad boy works. And since this is my boy Kickstarter's box, I'm gonna go ahead and let him do the honors of plugging it up and being the first one to show y'all how this bad boy runs. So let's check that out. Two other ones over here just like it. Pick the. Now one last thing. We highly recommend that anytime you're working with a light that's 800 watts or over, you purchase a fan to put inside of your box. It's not necessary, it's not 100% necessary, but it's highly recommended if you plan on doing sessions that are 12 hours or more. Now, I prefer doing 24-hour sessions whenever I'm working with translucent soles. So with that being said, I have a fan in my box. Depending on what you're working with, it's not necessary, which is why we didn't include it in this video, but it is highly recommended. But with that being said, we got the box, we got the light. Now it's time for us to ice some soles, but we're not gonna show y'all that till the next video. But I'm Ville, it's Kickstarter. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Peace.